everybody. We want to take this time out to talk about Codie Sanchez and review her. They hate us because they ain't us bell curve. And then I want to talk to you about what the bell curve actually is. This is insecurity and bullcrap because you're not an actual professional if you believe in this shit. Lame, crazy, one-hit wonder, probably slept her way there. What the F? Her? Yeah, I know her. How long time no talk? Love to meet up. How'd you do that? So the more you get to the top, the more you crash to the bottom. But that's because she's actually is the one-hit wonder, the crazy and the lame, and did sleep her way to the top. Now, I want to tell you that sleeping the way to your top is also called collaboration. It's the favor for favor conversation. It's the way Mona Van got her appeal to an audience. It is the way that all of these people actually built the amount of followers that they have. So all of these women are on the left side of the curve. And they use tactics of sleeping with someone would be like Mona Van erotically looking at the camera as she shows herself erotically staring out into the abyss. That is sleeping your way to the top. She wasn't even a one-hit wonder. She's nothing but crazy, and she's all encountering lame behavior, while in her mind of manifestation, she thinks, how did she do that? Love to meet up. So she acts like she's on the right, but she's on the left. And WTF her is disrespect. And all women are involved in disrespecting other women. But they're teaching other women how to be and behave. Just be. So does that actually make any sense? They hate you because they want to be you is her mentality when it comes to brand building. How does that land with people that you claim you want to assist in developing themselves or their businesses? It means you don't really give a crap about people. It's the same thing that Giselle Uzabali is creating on her platform. They're all evil as shit. Now, what exactly is this bell curve that she's talking to? When I took the X-ray technology state board exam, you got graded on a curve, a bell curve. And what that meant is they wanted people to graduate and be able to work in the field, and not everybody is very great at taking tests. And there are I think there's 100, and there might be 100 on one test. I think there's a state and a federal. It's been a long time since I've taken those tests. Passed both of them with flying colors. And maybe one has 500 questions. I cannot honestly remember. It's been so long. So if you have 500 questions on a test, you have a lot of opportunity to get questions wrong, which then could potentially cause you to fail based on the quantity of questions and the extensive magnifying glass on the work, so that you won't be able to get a job. And then the opposite of that is that you have a lot of opportunity to get questions correct to show your skill as an X-ray technologist. And the beauty of that test is they grade it on a bell curve. So they do it based off the statistics of how many people, let's say 100 people take the test, and out of 100, 90 of those people make a 65 on the test. That means the test is the problem, and they would give a amount of points to bring your grade up so that everybody passes. And that's called inclusivity and fairness. However, what we're dealing with in the new form of what they're doing to the bell curve is that only a certain group of individuals who are in the bully system of existing, who utilize all these negative aspects of living, of aspirations, only so that they succeed. So a lot of this conversation that Kamala Harris speaks to is all self-centeredness. It's all sickness. It's all about what's in it for you. She's literally telling you what's in it for you, and that's not how you lead. No, wait, what is that? More education, less migration, or less deportation is what they were yelling out. So they said more education, less deportation. So she's actually working off of a content influencer bell curve of what you see here with a Cody Sanchez. And that is absolutely an atrocity to this country and to human behavior. And she's supposed to be the future president. Currently, she's the vice president. So where do you think her mind actually is on the bell curve? So she thinks she's at the top right now. So she's the WTF her. And then you can see how the downward spiral of anyone who gets to the top of the bell curve. So in a group team effort, when you're doing the x-ray, the laughing joke that went around in class was, don't do too well so we can all pass the test. Because generally speaking, when you're working in team mentality, if you're part of a community that's an actual community, everyone usually does around the same grade. And there's always that show off like Cody Sanchez who tries to fuck up the bell curve so that she can call herself a hero. But she's not good at the work. She's not good at X-ray. She's just looking to grow her own status. So what's missing in all of this is that none of these people know and have a clue of what's actually going on. They're working off of a psychosis of violent abuse to all of you that looks like kindness, and it's all celebrity. And so politics, as Kid Rock will have pointed out in an interview with Tucker Carlson, is that politics is now a celebrity status versus politics. And that's the celebrity mindset of the wannabes of the youth. And that's pathetic. And so that gives us in the bell curve of what we need to do when it comes to voting and what age requirement that it should be. Think about it. Or the voting, the way we vote in general. Maybe we should consider having a voting for the mayor, and then the mayors vote for the governors, and the governors vote for the senators, and the senators vote for the House. And then I decide whether you're capable of the job until we can get things back on track. Because what we have now is a bunch of emotional narcissism and emotional distress. And you, honestly, what you don't really understand is long-term what these women, these mothers, these wives, these girlfriends, these fiancés, you don't know what long-term abuse. I can already feel the abuse inside me of what they're doing to you, because right now you're in the honeymoon stage, because Gary Vee won't wake up to the reality and tell you how miserable he is while Mona Van parties it up at the white party. When Michael Rubin is hosting the white party with Kim Kardashian. You're old. You're all old as shit. You're all disrespectful to the American people. What part of the exclusion of your ideas of inclusion are you not quite understanding with the Kamala Harris influencer and Hollywood sectors? women are the problem, and this one's